zone. Touchdown, San Diego!
Headaches. First quarter, Humphries to Andre Coleman. 20-yard touchdown, 7-zip. Coleman's second TD.
The end zone! Caught! Touchdown, San Diego! Andre Coleman! Diving punt pattern.
And the next Charger drive, Humphries. Boy, what a year Tony Martin has had. Touchdown! 20 yards, he torches Dale.
Here comes a blitz. They pick it up. Humphries to throw. Touchdown, San Diego! Tony Martin on a post.
13 yards. 3 plays later, Humphries, Martin, 21 yards, beat a pair of defenders, 14-0, the ball.
Tony Martin led the team with 9 catches and a touchdown.
Everybody into the pattern. Humphries to throw. Caught by Harmon at the 10 to the 5. He scores! Touchdown, San Diego!
Just before the half, Humphries.
152 catches the last 2 years. First down. Humphries buying time. Papuno takes it in for the touchdown. 22 yards, and that might get the Chargers back on to a more positive note after starting.
You don't hear much about. There's lots of guys like this in the National Football League, but you ask them to block, you ask them to play special teams, and once in a while you ask them to catch the ball. And teams forget about guys like Alfred Papuno, and when you do, he slips in the open, catches the ball.
Play last week, but looked pretty good in this one. Harmon, touchdown, 23 yards. Second touchdown of the game for Harmon, and San Diego goes on to win.
He's loving it. A Darren Carrington pick and return. He returns at 35 yards. That sets up Stan Humphries.
Darrell Hall looking like John Oates on that play. Broncos turn it over again, and the Chargers capitalize. Humphries to Nate Lewis. Nice play to get inside the flag, 17-14. Here come the lightning bolts.
Yeah, and this is great concentration by Nate Lewis here. Makes the nice cut to the outside, focuses in on the ball. Got to remember where his feet is. All right, and there he is. He gets him in and gets him into the end zone.
So with the Chargers within 3 of them.
And getting around the football.
Fourth quarter, San Diego up 17-10. Humphries, Tony Martin, great grab and a touchdown. San Diego up 24-10. Watch it again. Martin, 9 catches, 132 yards, and that score.
It was on Denver. The Chargers try to capitalize. Stan Humphries to Derek Walker, splitting the defense on the post pattern. It's a touchdown.
And the reason this play was so easy, you look here, Darrell Hall, he thinks he's in the end zone, lets Walker go, and Dennis Smith is too late to make the...
Humphries' cannon arm was potent as usual. But what San Diego realized more than ever was how greatly Stan's absence.
Balls. Next play, the other side. Only one snowball. Sean Jefferson.
Humphries going to fake the handoff off the draw. Looks to throw. Got a guy open. Throwing deep to Jefferson. Got it! Touchdown, San Diego! Sean Jefferson running a flag pattern to the back of the end zone. Score!
3 times today. Chargers take advantage. Stan Humphries, who would throw for over 300 yards, finds Derek Walker. San Diego up 21-7.
Then the rematch with Denver.
Humphries will throw. Guns it wide open. Walker got it! Touchdown, San Diego!
Franchise's existing talent. The growing season of 1993 has ended. The Chargers are now ready to reap the benefits as they strive for a return to the playoffs in 1994.
Lacking in that. First down, San Diego at the 29. 2 first downs on this drive. East by penalty. And Humphries finds the open man. Jefferson for the touchdown. Oh, boy. Beautiful pump fake. What a wild beginning in San Diego. Raiders 7. Great Chargers 7. They spot it all the way, and wide open is John Jefferson. Well, at least there wasn't a penalty on the play. Humphries going deep, save, wide open, touchdown. That's his first career catch. Hey, if you're going to make one, your first career catch, make it for a touchdown. He dropped 2, but then comes back and gets these Chargers right back in the ballgame. And Stan Humphries has hung in there. They'll go for 2 points again. They'll go for 2 points again.
29.
Here's the touchdown catch by Say. It looked like a blown coverage by Denver because he was wide open. His first catch is a touchdown. But it always starts with protection. And really, tonight, Stan Humphries has had very good protection. That's a lot of protection. I thought it was a broken coverage there because it should have been a safety there if there's that much room between the receiver and the corner.
Stay with it, Niss. 49-18. And wide open. We cut away from the plays to see George Seifert taking his bath as Tony Martin makes the St. George Seifert with his to the accompaniment of the Charger cannon.
And I think George is saying, what's that cannon going off for?
Yeah.
It's brand new jacket. I don't know that George is even aware of the fact that San Diego scored a touchdown yet. You know, he may not be too thrilled when he wipes off those glasses and find out that they scored.
And George Seifert changed a great deal with this ball club this year. Going all the way back to Detroit as we look at the touchdown.
Quarter with no score. This is San Diego's second possession of the game. Humphries on 2nd and 24. Airs it out from Martin, who makes the catch for his 11th touchdown reception of the season. Showed you that San Diego is the only team in the league to score in every game in the first quarter this season. They've done it again. 5 minutes to go in the period. Humphries pays the price, but San Diego leads 7-0.
This, Humphries to Tony Martin over the middle, and then Martin does the rest, finding his way to pay dirt and touchdown. Tony is back. His first TD.
Play later. Humphries to Martin. You know Tony Martin was like butter because he was on a roll. His 3rd touchdown of the day. 2nd career.
Humphries to Martin. And that's a touchdown, 21-13 San Diego. Tommy, what do you have?
Well, nothing worse than a corner looking for help and not getting it. Ray Buchanan kind of lets him to the inside. You see him point to Belzer, the safety, looking for the help, and Belzer gets turned around.
14. Then still in the 3rd. Humphries to Mark Say. Right through the coverage. Great block coming in. Springs him. 28-14. Mark Say, what do you say? Get over it.
Still about right at that first down marker, and it might have been a mega smurf.
That's halfway between a smash and a mush. He goes deep, has a man, 2 steps on his receiver, touchdown San Diego. Yes, John Jefferson holds on to it. As Stan Humphries strikes from 38 yards away, and the Chargers are on the scoreboard. A 49-yard touchdown drive. 4 plays. It was set up by Andre Coleman's 45-yard kickoff return.
And Jefferson thinks he was interfered with here by McMillan. It was a very nice throw. Let's look at the end and see what happened. He has to slow down. That wasn't interference. That was a great catch by Sean Jefferson.
Humphries to throw on 2nd and long. Steps into the pocket. He's going to run. Throws on the run. Got a guy open. Caught. Miller. Touchdown. San Diego.
Stan Humphries tries to rally the Chargers. Looking deep for Sean Jefferson. Moving on up to the Jeffersons. Touchdown, 39 yards, Tom. He was open.
Well, you see Terry McDaniels here is going to let Jefferson go as we watch the replay. Right there, doesn't get a hit on him, lets him go to the safety, and then a great inside move to get open for the touchdown.
First minute of play, 2nd quarter. Al Michaels, Frank Gifford, Dan Dierdorf at the Hoosier Dome. Chargers and Colts are scoreless. And first down, Humphries going deep, and the catch is made by Sean Jefferson for a touchdown. Magnificent.
Daniel trying to cover him man for man. The touchdown was magnificent. The drive even better. 95 plus.
Boy, and what a well-thrown football by Stan Humphries. That ball taken right in stride by the speedy Jefferson. Good protection. It began right there, and he let it go early, hung it up high. Jefferson had blown by Eugene Daniel, and great concentration to look it into the hands because Daniel did get a paw in there. He did. Looked like he even had a hand. And maybe his time has come in his 3rd year in the league, his 2nd touchdown reception of the season.
And go ahead and amend that graphic. The Chargers are 3 of 59 now.
To their most decisive victory of the season.
Deep drop. Humphries to throw. Looking long. Throwing deep to Shea. He caught it. Touchdown, San Diego.
check my hands. But the Chargers say, well, check this. 41 yards. Humphries, Martin, 3 touchdowns in 9 plays. 21-0, the Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, and Tony Martin, a great job here working on Larry Brown, who's nursing a bad foot right there. He spins him around, focuses on the ball, does a nice job.
Baffled the Raiders secondary.
From the 41, Humphries off play action, wants to throw, looking long, throwing deep. Tony Martin's got it! Touchdown, San Diego! A 41-yard bomb to Tony Martin. Humphries in
favor of the Chargers. Time running out first half. Stan Humphries, you know what? Let's give it a shot. We throw it in the end zone. What could happen? How about a touchdown? The old Hail Mary right out of the playbook. Anthony Miller comes down with it, so the Chargers take a 20.
Broke Miami's back on a wing and a prayer of a Hail Mary pass.
Back to throw, second down and long, looks, launches it deep, throwing it into triple coverage in the end zone. It's going to be tipped up, and it's caught, touchdown! Can you believe that? The ball was deflected up in the air and Miller came down with it.
Here's the lob down the far sideline. Gary Clark at the 5, touchdown, Washington.
Clark scored twice to lead Washington to 31 second-half points, giving the Redskins a 3-1 record. With passes being thrown to him from every direction in 9.
Humphries goes long. Has a man, Martin. Touchdown! Oh, my. Fake to me. Wide open for Bruno. No one picked him up. The H-back for Bruno is in the end zone.
Rather than fire down a couple of brewskis. 31-0 at half. Humphries to Freddie Jones. The second-round pick was the top Charger draft pick, and he has big-time potential at tight end. It's a nice catch. His first reason to be. They were almost in first place a couple of weeks ago. Humphries. This is the big play Chargers, Tom. Tony Martin wide open, beats Aaron Glenn. Touchdown, 14-6, Lightning Bolts. Fourth quarter, 8-point lead continues for the Chargers.
They trail it 13-7. Humphries going for it all on 3rd and 8. Anthony Miller, touchdown, San Diego. 45 yards to Anthony Miller on the 3rd and 8 call. And now the crucial extra point, Dan. Crucial is right, 13 all tied, 2:05 remaining.
Humphries, deep drop, back to throw, looking, got guys open, throws deep to Anthony Miller. Got it! Touchdown, San Diego!
Martin continues to put his.
And of course, play came in on a defensive foul. Detroit has Herman Moore in the game as a defensive back, so he can leap and try to break up the Hail Mary, and he's down in that area, and somehow Coleman made the catch. And there's a flag down at the 7-yard line. There's a penalty marker at the 7. In the meantime, the place goes bonkers, but let's wait for the call.
Herman on the defense, penalty flag.
Yes, probably Herman Moore.
Play by San Diego. Tony Martin is there and coming down with it. Andre Coleman gets lost in the back, and the ball goes right through Ryan McNeil's hands, right into Coleman. What concentration on the part of Coleman.
With time winding down in the first half, a last-second Stan Humphries prayer would be answered by Andre Coleman.
Launches it deep, throwing it into triple coverage. Jump ball. It's caught! It's caught in the end zone! Touchdown, Andre Coleman! Do you believe that?
Thanks to Coleman's first career touchdown catch, San Diego improved its record to 6-4.
He wants his corners to be more physical. They've got that tonight so far. 2nd down and 6. Humphries going deep, wide open, Sean Jefferson, touchdown, San Diego. Ray Crockett was blistered on that play, a 47-yard completion. It gives San Diego some credit here. I mean, they could have been knocked out of this game early because of the spectacular offense of the Denver Broncos, but they have not. They've come up with some good plays, some big plays of their own to climb right back into it. And he just blew right by Ray Crockett, who had him one-on-one.
The San Diego coaches told us, Pat, that they feel Sean Jefferson's even faster than Anthony Miller. The guy found themselves in a hole.
This has been a game of big plays so far, and San Diego is right back in the game because of another big play, this one to Sean Jefferson.
Humphries to Jefferson.
Now Ray Crockett, who's playing defense there for the Broncos, number 39, he is trying to jam him, but he has a cast on his left hand, a broken thumb on his left hand. He never gets his hands on Sean Jefferson, never gets the jam, and Jefferson just blows right by him.
First time since '87. First quarter, Chargers up 3-0. Stan Humphries down the sideline for who else? Anthony Miller. From 48 yards out. Yes, the Chargers up early, 10-0. Miller, he's headed to the Pro Bowl. You see why. 7 receptions.
Was actually playing better than he had even in the previous year when he took us to the playoffs. I think a big reason for that was the fact that we started.
Rigorous track workouts with a San Diego State track coach here. Goes in 6 days a week. Third down now for Stan Humphries. Has plenty of time. Wide open is safe. Second career touchdown reception for Marseille. That one good for 49 yards, and the Chargers beginning to open things up on the Bengals.
Well, we see Marseille here, and I don't know, he's just got a delayed little bump, just kind of laying back like nothing's happening. He's not the go-to guy. Somebody blew a coverage here. Either the linebacker didn't release. I think that the
wide open Marseille.
Yeah, Marseille is going to be over on the right-hand side. As Humphries looks, sees him wide open. As we see, the linebacker was set to the inside. He followed the crossing route, was drawn in, the double coverage, Lewis Oliver.
Meanwhile, Stan Humphries, here's the play. 3rd and 2 off play action to Nate Lewis. You just saw it. 50 yards and a touchdown, 20-0 in favor of the Chargers. And then, just before the half.
3rd down and 7 from the 15 of the Raiders. Anthony Miller in motion. They blitz. Humphries under pressure. Throws. Caught at the 10.
11 yards. Harmon checks in on 3rd and long. Humphries finds a way wide open. Touchdown. There is a penalty flag down back in the pocket. It will be roughing the passer after the throw, and Stan Humphries stood in there as long as he could and delivered the bomb. Great throw, Joe.
I mean, but great patience. The offensive line deserves as much credit for that. Martin just beats Terrell Buckley, number 27. There's motion coming in behind him. Now, Buckley thinks he's got help. He doesn't. He's looking back, thinking that he has help. He almost stops. Buckley can't believe it. And then all of a sudden, he looks towards the middle of the field and says, well...
Colts up 3-0. Chargers first possession. Humphries, Tony Martin, 51 yards and a touchdown, 7-3 San Diego, Tommy.
Yeah, the defensive backs here, Ashley Ambrose and Ray Buchanan, so worried about Ronnie Harmon coming out of the backfield, they will let Martin get by them. Right there, you can see him focusing into that backfield. They let Martin run by him. Safety Jason Belzer takes a bad angle as he comes over right there. Too shallow, has to turn and run, and when you have the speed of Martin, get behind the defense, that's sick.
Final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Gives them a first down at their 48. San Diego has not been inside the Kansas City 40 all day. Off the pump fake, Jefferson has it. It'll be a touchdown, San Diego. Sean Jefferson.
Oh, it got quiet in here, Dick. They have been trying all day to get this play. They have tried several times on Mark Collins. Again, Jefferson a lot faster. Collins, not really a good coverage cornerback. Great tackler. But that time, Stan Humphries with good times.
Second touchdown reception of the year.
See Humphries? He's influencing the free safety there. Mickle, 92, right in his chest. Thrown beautifully. Jefferson makes the adjustment. Mark Collins can't really do much about it, and it all comes from Ron Dickerson running.
Again, run means and big plays. We talked about it this morning. Humphries, Martin, 60 yards between defenders. 21-6 San Diego. Bobby Ross and the Chargers have won their second AFC. Want you to throw in the 2 games at Seattle, 1-19 on the left coast. Stan Humphries to Charlie Jones. Gets past Dick Enberg. 63 yards. Touchdown. And the Chargers have the lead, and more of the same for the Bucs, right? 7-0 Bolts. Things got worse for the
On a blitz slant pass caught out at the 50-yard line. Charlie Jones must have seen to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, San Diego.
Chargers.
Diego Harmon is back in now with Marion Butts. Everybody into the pattern. Humphries looking long, throwing deep. Got a man open at the 40. It's Miller to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, San Diego.
Vote for Alabama, but Humphries would get his revenge. Second quarter, Tony Martin. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Tied for the AFC lead last year with 14 touchdown catches. He had none this year until this game. That was his second of the game. What got him open, TJ?
Well, you take a look at Donnie Brady, spot shadowed right there. He comes up, he thinks he has the running back. You can see he's already covered.
In the second, Humphries redeems himself. He goes for the home run, and he gets it, hitting a wide open Tony Martin, a 72-yard scoring strike. Chargers take a 14-3 lead.
Down right there, good job. They're down 18. Humphries gonna throw, looking deep down the middle, and we could have a 99-yarder if he can go. It is Tony Martin with the football. Inside the 20, inside the 10, and he has gone 99 yards, beating Patrick Hunter for the last 45 yards and that touchdown. And that is, of course, the NFL record, matching a number of people who have done that, including Ron Jaworski to Mike Quick, George Izo, Jim Plunkett to Cliff Branch. It can't be any longer than this, a 99-yarder, and Humphries stood in there, slides to the left, puts it right on the money to Tony Martin, who said, if afforded the opportunity now out of Miami, I can be as good as Jerry Rice. Well, for one play, he was. Man coverage by Patrick Hunter on the third down, 18-yard play, and Humphries found Tony Martin, led him perfectly. They get the 99-yard touch. Inside right there, they switch a little bit. There he is. Nice out move right there. That's what he bought on. Hunter bought on the out move, and you just cannot throw the ball any better than that. Martin trying to use the whole field. Hunter trying to get there. There he pulls his hamstring. You saw him grab his left leg. That's why he's on the field. 99 yards for a touchdown. But the interesting part about that story, Jim, Cliff Branch cut the ball at the 40. He pulled his hamstring at the 50-yard line. This is in September of 1983, as I recall. And went the last 50 with a pulled hamstring. And went the last 50 with a pulled hamstring to complete the 99-yarder. You see right there, Hunter grabbing his leg. Martin has to be ecstatic. You know what? Players all the time, and you've had this experience, Jim. You talk with these guys.